Hi everyone. Today, we're building a reliable, 15-month financial plan for your property's room and ancillary revenue, while setting clear labor productivity targets for every department. Juggling this much data can be a tedious task, but it doesn't have to be with Express Planner. We'll use a hybrid approach, assuming you've already manually refined the data for total command of the immediate next 3 months. We'll let Express Planner handle the remaining 12 using its smart, data-driven logic. Best of all, if your planning module is active, these targets will automatically generate your property's complete P&L forecast. Let's set the stage for our walkthrough. Assuming today is April 26th, your first 3 months, May, June, and July, have already been manually refined. I'll show you how to use Express Planner to automate the next 12-month window, stretching from August through next July. To ensure your targets are built on a solid foundation, we'll use a snapshot of your live room revenue forecast to automatically calculate your ancillary revenue and labor hours. Here's what I will walk through in this video. First, the launch, navigating to and running Express Planner directly from your dashboard. Next, the rules, configuring your key settings so your automation is perfectly aligned. Finally, the proof. I'll show you the 3 key places in PMI where you can validate your results and submit your plan with total confidence. Let's get into PMI and get your time back. Starting on the home page, let's head into the Budget and Forecast module. Under the Tools menu, you'll find Run Express Planner. First, define your plan's duration. You'll notice the first 3 months aren't available for selection. That's by design. Per group policy, we protect your manual work in the immediate 3 months and let the automation take over from month 4. Note that you can run this for up to 24 months if needed. I'll choose August 2026 to July 2027. Keep an eye out for warnings. If a month, like August, is locked, Express Planner will let you know. You can either pause to unlock that month or simply accept that the system will skip it and move to the next open period. Now, tell the system what kind of plan you're building. For this run, I'm selecting Forecast. Next, choose your scope. While you can generate ancillary revenue alone, I'm selecting both revenue and labor hours to ensure every department is aligned. This Gantt-style diagram is your blueprint. It summarizes exactly what the system is about to run. We're using a snapshot of your live room revenue as our primary driver. While you could include secondary sources like last year's actuals Part 2, we'll keep it streamlined for this walkthrough. To calculate your new ancillary revenue, Express Planner analyzes your last submitted forecast, which is chosen in this case, to determine the exact monthly ratios between room and ancillary and apply this to the new room revenue. For labor, it pulls productivity data from your last available actuals. Again, you could choose another baseline source that you feel has a better pattern to follow. For labor hour split, in this case, it analyzes your last available actuals to determine the split between in-house and outsourced staff. Let's head to Plan Settings to see where these settings are set. Now, let's handle specific property needs. For instance, if your spa will be closed during this period, you don't want the system generating revenue there. Simply add the spa to the Exceptions and Adjustments table and check the Exclude box. It's that easy to keep your plan accurate. If you need a different revenue calculation for a department, like breakfast using guest nights and a specific unit price, you can add a separate line as an exception from standard calculation. The same flexibility applies to labor. For the admin department, I want to define fixed daily hours. You'll notice the 13.69 benchmark here. That's your last 12 months average, provided as a helpful reference point. Before we finish, there are 2 pro settings you should know. Checking Refresh Live Forecast push your new values back into your daily live forecast automatically. It will break the monthly revenue amount to daily using the daily patterns of existing live forecast. And, if your planning module is active, sync manual entries will carry over your manual GL data to complete your full P&L for you. With the basic settings and exceptions set, we're ready. Let's hit Save and run Express Planner and let the system do the heavy lifting. All is set to hit Create Plan. When you hit Create Plan, the job is committed, and a progress bar will track its status. This heavy lifting takes about 5 to 15 minutes. While Express Planner crunches the numbers, the system temporarily locks the module from editing. This ensures your data's integrity stays perfectly intact. Once the update finishes, it's time for the proof. Head back to Express Planner and click the Reports tab to open your newly generated validation report. This report gives you a complete, top-down view of your plan. You can trace your numbers from total room revenue, ancillary revenue, and labor hours, all the way down to individual department breakdowns. It even highlights any custom rules and exceptions you set earlier. Use this comprehensive report as your source of truth. It's the perfect baseline to confidently spot-check your ancillary revenues and hours against specific departments in the Budget and Forecast module, as well as your live forecasts for non-room departments.